Welcome to Enchanted Moments Podcast. I'm Monica.
And I'm Spencer.
And today we're going to talk about how to protect ourselves during any kind of divination activity. It's the thin veil time of the year, which is just another word for saying that the dimensions seem to be closer together than they usually are. It's right now, this time of the year. So,
this is near the end of October, just in case people watch it later.
It's been staying that way for quite a while, I think.
Seems like.
I don't know, but yeah. So what we do with any form of divination, so if you're going to do any form of divination where you sit down and do something, if you're just going to use a pendulum in the grocery store, pretty much that should be an okay thing just to do without making a big formal to do about. But if you're going to do any kind of group activity such as a seance, we don't recommend Ouija boards just because they are not toys. They are divination tools and should be treated with respect, just like any other actual divination tool. So, but if you're going to sit down and use a scrying mirror, if you're going to stare in a bowl of water, if you're going to do tarot readings for yourself and you're going to spend time with it, not just pull a card and read it for the day, it should be a space that you create. We want to call it sacred space. So you want to call in your guides and angels, and you want to make sure that they know that you wish them to be a protective screen against anything that is not going to serve your highest good. And anytime we do work, spiritual work, we should always ask that we only receive what is for our highest good, because otherwise we just get stuff, and we don't need stuff. We have enough stuff all day long. So when you want to have spiritual information, you want to get it that's going to totally serve your soul and your spiritual development. You don't need just info. She's purring. I wonder if you can hear that. Anyway, so when you do this in a group, you call protection around you. You ask that you only receive for your highest good, and then do the work. After you're finished with the work, it's also important that you release that and end it. So you're basically closing your session and thank anyone who has been there to help you and send them on. Sometimes if we invoke our guides to be present, they really stay until we tell them it's okay to leave. So we want to make sure that they're not hanging out for no reason and they can get on with the other things they have to do. So when you're finished with your session, be thankful and grateful, and then say thank you, go forth and do what you need to do. You're appreciated. Make sure you treat people with the respect, even though they're on the other side, that they deserve. So I think that's important. The other thing, especially the time of the year around Samhain, you need to be sure that when you're going home that you're doing a cleansing and clearing ritual. What I've done for years is the door to my house is a waterfall, and I visualize it as a waterfall of white light, cleansing white light that's clearing anything that I've picked up during the day. Because things are moving in this energy easier in this time of the year, then you don't want to just pick stuff up and take it with you. So cleanse when you go in. Every morning I stand in the shower and I visualize the water being white light and cleansing and clearing anything that I have picked up or that no longer serves me. Because sometimes we do spiritual work in our sleep and we don't need the things that we come up with in the morning. So just cleanse away what no longer serves you and move on through your day. That's easy for me. It doesn't mean it's the best thing to do. It just, I visualize that so often that it's an automatic for me when I walk through the door and when I get up in the morning. But you need to come up with your own kind of cleansing ritual. You can use sage. I mean, if you feel you need to do something physical and you can't do the visualization, use sage, use a Palo Santo spray or a sage spray.
You can use a lot of smoke cleansing.
Any kind of smoke cleansing. But you can also have a bottle of spray in your car before you get out of the car. Whatever works, you need to come up with some kind of method so that it's something you do every single day. I don't know. Do you have something you do when you go home?
So before I don't do it before I get home. I do it like before I go to sleep. But kind of like you with the white light, I imagine just like a deluge of water just going over me and through me.
Right.
But funny story, we did that ghost investigation, YouTube Ghost Bros, they reached out to us, and they wanted to do a little session in here, and I hung out with them and we did some things, and then as they left the store, I kind of had the shivers and my teeth were chattering.
Oh no.
And I got in my car and I was going home, and I happened to tell Stevie what was happening, and she was like, you need to cleanse right now. So I did, in the car, I just imagined the white light, just water just pouring over me. I asked my guides and guardians to help you
out,
and then it did just pretty immediately go away. It was crazy.
Well, you pick things up and they're energetic. It's not like people say attachments or whatever. And no matter what you do all day long, you're picking up bits of energy from everything. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's just you don't need to have it hanging around you, because it really does. I mean, it's weird weighing down, or you get a physical reaction to things like you chattering your teeth. I mean, anything that just I want to be over here with you, Spencer.
Yeah.
And they get there, and then you have to remove them in some way. I don't believe people walk around with 32 attachments, and it's just my personal belief, and that somebody has to remove them from you.
I think you can do it.
Yeah, you can easily do your cleansing every day, more than one time a day. If you felt that way after meeting somebody at the coffee shop or anywhere, just do it.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to practice doing regularly, so that when you get these weird feelings oh, I feel heavy, that person really, we say when we have a conversation that person just took a lot out of you. It could be that they gave you a lot of their heavy energy, so we just want to get rid of that, move on, make sure that we're facing our day without all those weird hindrances. So it's very, very good to do. So I encourage everybody, no matter what time of the year, but particularly in the fall, to get in the habit of doing at least once a day, but I would recommend twice. Or if you're in a situation you feel uncomfortable with, then do a cleansing, and just, it can just be white light. It doesn't, I like water because I'm a water baby. I love water, and it feels very cleansing to me in general. So I use water, white light, it's like sparkly water. How about that?
Yeah.
It's like, boom, and it's gone. People keep black tourmaline in their cars. Whatever works for you, but we highly recommend that you do it. And if you have questions about it, or you're not sure, if you're in this area, stop in, and we'll be happy to go through a process of different ways to do cleansing. Not talking about your space. We're just talking about your personal energy field. That's what you carry around with you all day long and all night. So you want that to be as tidy as possible this time of year. So we appreciate you. Until next time, I'm Monica.
I'm Spencer.
And thanks for being with us.